This year's Monte Carlo Masters is now all wrapped up. With that being said, guys, it is now time to go back and review the whole entire tournament by going over the good, the bad, and the ugly. As always, we get started with the good. And guys, as always, we get started with the champion, Carlos Alcaraz, your 2025 Monte Carlo Masters champion. Just another thing to add to the resume of Carlos Alcaraz here, guys. What else is there to say? You guys know the kid's a stud, an absolute phenom in the sport here, and this is big for the start of the clay season for Carlos Alcaraz, because remind you guys, he is your defending champion at Roland Garros, and everybody's going to be chasing him down at this year's French Open. Great start for Alcaraz on the clay courts by winning this year's Monte Carlo Masters. Now, guys, I do have a few other people I do want to shout out in this category. For example, your runner-up in Lorenzo Musetti. Musetti, guys, this could be a very big clay season for him. He was the Olympic bronze medalist last year, played very well here at Monte Carlo. Where he's at in the rankings, guys, if he continues this success on clay, because we have two more ATP 1000 events coming up in Madrid and Rome with the French Open then following it, Musetti can make a really deep run at these ATP rankings if he continues the success that he had on the clay courts in this tournament. Great start to the clay season for Musetti. And guys, really quickly, one last guy I want to bring up in this category, and that's Alex de Minaur. Alex de Minaur is not getting the credit he deserves this year. He's been playing very well, very consistently. Here it is, a semifinal at Monte Carlo. Good start to the clay season for Alex de Minaur. Now, guys, we move along to the bad category. Few names here in this category. We're going to first get started with Casper Ruud. You guys know Ruud is a clay court specialist. Last year was the runner-up at this event right after he won in Barcelona. He had the great showing at the French Open, which we've seen time and time again from Casper Ruud. Not seeing him make a deep run on a clay court is very shocking, and that is why he's in the bad category. There are a few other people I think does a little bit worse than Casper Ruud. That's why we won't put him in the ugly, but Ruud, not a good start to this clay season. Now, guys, speaking of guys that are very good in the clay courts and have made deep runs at French Opens and whatnot, another guy here is Alexander Zverev, who lost to Matteo Berrettini. The only reason why I'm not putting Zverev into the ugly category is because Berrettini's starting to find his game. He's rising in the ranks. He's starting to return to the Berrettini of old. He had that good showing at Miami, and he's coming out just after that event there. So he's rolling a little bit here. Nonetheless, Zverev on clay still should have been the better player, but still Berrettini rolling. Give Zverev a little bit of a break here, but still Zverev needs to improve his game here as we get deeper into this clay court season. And now finally, guys, we wrap today's video up with the ugly, and no surprise at all, I'm sure you guys can guess the name I'm going to say. It's Novak Djokovic. Djokovic has had that very good showing at Miami where he made it all the way to the finals there, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, maybe he played very well there. We're getting to the clay courts. He won the Olympic gold medal last year. Maybe he can make some noise. Nope, loses right out of the gate. Very bad showing from Novak Djokovic at this year's Monte Carlo Masters. And guys, remind you too, Djokovic did win this event twice in the past, so he knows what it takes to make a deep run here, and he's had success on these courts before. So very disappointing to see Novak Djokovic not be able to carry that momentum over from Miami, losing very early at Monte Carlo. So that was your good, the bad, and the ugly from this year's Monte Carlo Masters. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll have continued coverage of the ATP Tour and the 2025 tennis season as a whole right here.